She's fire. That girl she is f***ing good. She's mean. She's nasty. She goes after people. She doesn't get decisions. She's knocking people out. She is making them quit.
Dakota Ditcheva is
one of the most feminine people ever. She's beautiful. She's a gorgeous woman. She looks like a model. It has nothing to do with men beating each other up. There's nothing to do with brutishness. It has to do with high-level problem solving with dire physical consequences. But the early days were interesting because, like, you know, there was a lot of people disparaging women fighting.
Is one of the best young talents in all of MMA. This girl's a demon. They say she's the next Ronda Rousey. Check it out.
They thought Dakota Ditcheva was just hype, a poster girl with a pretty face. But every single time someone tried to test her, they learned the hard way that dangerous Dakota is different. This is the story of how trash talkers, doubters, and dream crushers all got humbled inside the cage. Her name was Sumiko Inaba, the Lady Samurai. With 8 wins and only 1 narrow defeat, she had a reputation for chaos, pressure, and pure violence. She promised Dakota had never felt real power before. Gonna be surprised when I hit her the first time. She hadn't been hit that hard, Inaba said confidently. But when the cage door shut, Inaba's words turned to dust. Dakota met her with fire from the opening bell, snapping punches and thudding knees that shook the arena. Inaba tried to walk Dakota down, tried to smother her in the clinch, but every step forward was punished. Dakota's clinch was iron, her counters precise, her body shots cruel. 3 rounds later, Inaba's toughness was undeniable, but so was Dakota's dominance. The Lady Samurai was humbled, not by words, but by the brutal reality of Dakota Ditcheva.
Being a warrior, but she got outclassed here. She had nothing for Dakota Ditcheva.
Next came Cornelia Holm, a seasoned Swedish grappler who swore that Dakota's inexperience would cost her. Holm bragged, "My experience is huge. She won't last when the fight goes long." But Holm's plan shattered almost instantly. Dakota refused to be taken down, stuffing every shot, punishing every attempt with vicious knees. Then came the moment that silenced the room. A crisp right hand that staggered Holm, sending her wobbling across the cage. Dakota smelled blood. Punches, kicks, knees, a storm that Holm couldn't withstand. By the final round, Dakota wasn't just beating Holm, she was breaking her. A 1-2 straight down the pipe crunkled Holm to the canvas, and a devastating head kick sealed her fate. Experience meant nothing against pure talent and savagery.
Dakota Ditcheva with the 3rd round finish! Dakota Ditcheva!
The PFL is going to get people to pay attention. If the UFC went away, the PFL would probably take up the slack. I'm a fan of the best fighters in the world getting together. And whatever we have to do to facilitate that, that's what I want to see happen. There's one who's really interesting. She's terrifying. Her mindset, she's a great example. She's a gorgeous woman. She looks like a model. It has nothing to do with men beating each other up. There's nothing to do with brutishness.
But the biggest test came in the PFL finals. Taila Santos, the Brazilian who nearly dethroned Valentino Shevchenko in the UFC, a world-class grappler, powerful striker, and the most dangerous opponent of Dakota's career. Santos mocked Dakota before the fight, even smearing lipstick on her face at the weigh-in. She sneered that Dakota was just hype, saying, "I'm more complete, you'll see." But when the lights came on, Dakota flipped the script. Her front kicks blasted Santos in the face. Her counters landed like hammers. Her grappling, far from a weakness, turned every Santos attack into a disaster. Under 1 minute into the fight, Dakota pinned Santos to the fence and unleashed hell. A flurry of knees, body shots, and hooks that had the Brazilian wilting. The referee jumped in, and just like that, Dakota Ditcheva became Britain's first female MMA world champion. And the best part, Dakota celebrated by applying lipstick of her own, mocking Santos's failed mind games in savage fashion.
Yeah, I mean, she's a tough girl, but I knew what I was capable of. I worked so hard. My team knew what I was capable of. Right from the beginning of this season, if I'd got her in the first round, I would have done the same thing. And they've been talking, and she's been saying, she's just a Barbie, she should be a model. Well, a model just beat your ass in round 2, so shut up.
Catherine Coroinis came in loud. claiming she loved crushing dreams. But Dakota doesn't just crush dreams, she shatters them.
I don't believe she's ever been dragged into deep waters before, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And so, you know, people have been telling me my whole life, my whole career, oh, maybe you can't, underdog, and I thrive off of it. I live it. Like, I love to crush dreams, so let's go.
From the opening exchange, Dakota's kicks carved into Coroinis' body, her right hand splitting through her guard. When Coroinis tried to hug and wrestle, Dakota threw her aside and punished her in the clinch. And then came the finish. A bomb of a right hand to the jaw. Coroinis dropped like she'd been shot, and Dakota walked away with another knockout on her record.
Another knockout for Dakota Ditcheva!
For your winner by knockout, dangerous Dakota Ditcheva!
Sweden's Malin Hermanson mocked Dakota's image, copying her walkout rituals and calling her overrated. But once again, the disrespect only fueled the storm. Dakota mauled her from the first bell, dragging Hermanson around the cage like a rag doll. Then came a shocking twist. Dakota showed her grappling. She took Hermanson's back, locked in a rear naked choke, and forced the tap. The striker had become a submission threat. Another opponent humbled, another layer revealed in Dakota's arsenal. Then came Valentina Scatizzi, who tried intimidation, tried bullying. She said she was an animal, promised to smash Dakota, but she walked straight into a slaughter. Dakota's front kicks, her knees, her punches, it was too much. Scatizzi's eye grotesquely swelled shut, her face battered. The doctor waved it off, and Dakota stood tall, belt in hand, with another $100,000 prize. Scatizzi's animal instincts were nothing compared to Dakota's cold precision. Even New Blood wasn't safe. Chelsea Hackett refused a handshake, calling Dakota an industry plant. Seconds into the fight, Dakota's right hand sat her on the canvas, and the punishment never stopped. Hackett folded under the pressure, her words echoing hollow. Jenna Bishop tried next, promising to out-grapple her. Instead, Bishop ate knees to the body so sharp they collapsed her. Dakota waved her back up just to finish her in style. A ruthless reminder of who runs the division. From Sumiko Inaba to Taila Santos, from Holm to Scatizzi, every doubter, every trash talker, every self-proclaimed dream crusher has fallen. Dakota Ditcheva doesn't just win fights, she dismantles egos, one by one. The question isn't whether Dakota is the face of the PFL. The question is whether she's the future of women's MMA itself. So, which was your favorite finish? The brutal knockout of Coroinis, the savage destruction of Santos, or the submission over Hermanson? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you love watching fighters get humbled, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss an update.